Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob from Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today I have a very special review. I'm going to be reviewing this Vosteed Corgi. Really cool little knife, very kind of discreet looking gentlemanly kind of sort of knife. I was really excited to get it, but the value for what you get for the price that you pay is ridiculous. It's great. I really like it. So let's dig right into this. So it's called a Corgi, and I was trying to figure out why they would call it the Corgi, but if you look at this right here, you can kind of think these are the ears and the mouth and the nose of the Corgi, right? And kind of the eyes are maybe over here in the line. So I'm guessing that's kind of where they went with it. I thought that was really cool. This Corgi knife is, there's the name, it's 14C28N, great budget steel. This is black micarta. As you can see, it's very smooth, but it is contoured or chamfered on the edges all the way across. It has a deep milled pocket carry clip. It's not milled; it's you know, I guess bent steel. But you can see it is definitely reset. Oops, there, recessed screws and everything. Now there is a back spacer back here with one screw here, and you can see that that screw took precedence and moved the deep pocket carry clip down a little bit. That's the only kind of a bummer. I mean, it's still not terrible. It still goes about yay deep, so it's not terrible, and it's got a nice rounded, so it's not really sticking out and is obtrusive or anything. So it's not terrible, but what you do notice is that the blade is completely covered. It's completely within the scales, and I like that. And it has two means of deployment. Well, three really. So it is a button lock, so I could do that, press the button and release it, right? I can do the front flip, and then I can do the reverse flip, right? And then, you know, you could even do it with a finger like that. So just multiple ways to do it. And because it's a button lock, I can do it all left-handed as well, like that, right? And then I can, now I'm not a lefty, so to me it's a little awkward. You know, I'm a little more natural with the right hand, right? So it makes it really nice. You can just close it like that. And it's dead center. It's really perfectly centered. I like that a lot. And when you have it out, there's very minimal rock on that. That could probably be taken care of if I tighten that up a little bit. I just feel it a little bit there. But everything else is really nice and solid. It's definitely recessed. It has a plunge lock because it is a button lock. So, you know, those aren't quite as strong as the detent lock or a shark lock or a scorpion lock or a back lock or compression lock, all those other ones, right? So, but still really nice. This, I would say, is not going to be a hard use knife. So I wouldn't go out and try to cut wood and break down branches and stuff, but it's definitely a very nice EDC type knife. It does have a little hole here, or pin for a lanyard, so if you love your lanyards, you can definitely put that on there. It's not prioritized, which I appreciate. Really like that, and I think that's fantastic. So one thing that I didn't get to do, but I'm going to do it before we end the video, is I wanted to talk about the scales, and that it looks like it's only right-hand pocket carry clip. And we're going to flip these and show you that it can be left-handed, right? But before we do that, let's go ahead and weigh this knife and see what we're talking about here. So 3.39 ounces, right? So 3.39 ounces, and let's see what the length of that knife is. Oops. So the knife is right around 3 inches, just a little under 3 inches. So 3.3, it's not perfect ratios, right? But the handle here looks like you've got a full 4 1/4 inch of a handle just about. So definitely more handle than there is blade. But again, you know, the profile of this kind of knife to me kind of speaks to be like an executive. So if you put this in your pocket, people are going to think this is just a, you know, either a flashlight, or they're going to not think it's really a knife. I mean, it's not going to look like the scare factor of a knife like this is minimal, right? If you pull out a big old knife, like here's the other one, the Vosteed Bellamy. I mean, you pull this one out and it's got the big old blade and it's shiny and it's got that kind of a, you know, drop point right there, and people are going to be like, oh, that looks like a, you know, like a combat knife. Like you're going to be, oh, they might get you. No, this looks more like, you know, yeah, I might open up my sandwich or my box or my yogurt or, you know, my chips or something with this, and that's about it. Maybe some letters, even could look like a letter opener. It looks very unintimidating, if you will. Very not intimidating. So that's cool. All right, in order to measure the thickness, because the blade is so recessed, I'm going to have to take it out. So let's go, we're 0, so let's go ahead and measure that. So we're 0.127 or 0.128. So it's 127, 128ths of an inch. So, you know, it's less than 2/10 of an inch, but it's definitely just a little bit more than 1/10 of an inch. So it's robust enough that it's got some strength to it. It's definitely going to be solid, so that's really good. It does have a little swedge on the top. There's really no jimping, very minimal jimping right there. But, you know, it has a little swedge for minimal cut. I mean, again, it's not going to be a hard use type of knife, I don't think. So, and I like this little brass. I think this is brass accent right here. It's like a little insert, if you will. And then you have like one screw on this side, really. That's it. And on this side, you have really 2 screws for the frame, right? And then you have, of course, your screw right here for this the deep pocket carry clip, which probably goes into the steel liners. And so you have 2 steel liners. And then you have micarta backspacer back there with a steel pin. So pretty nice, you know, pretty nice. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at it if you'd like. You can kind of see the micarta there. You can look at the back here, backspacer. Then we can look right here. Here's the deep pocket carry clip, the screws, and then here's the back of the blade, nice and centered. Let's take a look at that blade. Almost like a full flat grind up to the swedge. Not quite full flat, but pretty close, right? And there's the Corgi. So that's the blade. I was gonna, real quick, let me, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get the screws. I will have fast forwarded to right here so that you don't wait forever for me to come back. But I wanted to real quick because I really believe, and I'm really confident about this. I think these are all T8s. So let's just double check. Yeah, T8s. And over here, T8s. T8s. Now I bet those are T6s though. So let's take a look. Yeah, T6s. All right. So let's take off the. I'm gonna have to. I believe I'm gonna have to take off the pocket clip because it's attached to the frame. But let's go ahead and start on this side. I don't normally do this in a review, but I wanted to just so we could see how we can reverse the clips, right? Yeah, there we go. All right. So there's one. There's a spring. So there's the first one. So let's go and get this one off over here. Now you can fast forward through all this if you don't want to watch this, but I just wanted to take this off so we could see if we could reverse the... Now I need to get this screw off in the back here, so let's see if we can get that off. Now you can see those are really small washers. Man, my goodness, those are small. All right, see if we can get this off. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna fast forward this. Okay, I'm back because I'm gonna have to get a little traction to get that kind of free spinning standoff off. And I don't want to scratch it, so I want to use pliers, but I want to have a cloth on there. All right, so I'm not going to be able to get the screw off because it is on there permanently, and I really don't want to beat the heck out of it to get it off. Probably will need some heat or something, but I'm not going to do it. But I wanted to show you that this is a perfect fit on both sides. Okay, it's a perfect fit. And if you look at this piece here as well, this is a perfect fit on both sides as well. You see this? You can see that right here. It's a perfect fit. What that means is that you can reverse this scale to make this a left-handed one. So it can just be reversed, and that's all you have to do. In a perfect world, this would come off. Now, yeah, there's ways for me to get it off, but for the sake of time and everything else, and it's really, I just wanted to prove that you can get it on here And you can see that it's a perfect fit right here. You see that? So that just confirms that this would absolutely 100% allow this to be a reverse. You know, you could make it a left-handed with the deep mill pocket carry clip, right? You can reverse it. So there you go. I think that's just really cool, and I think it's good to know, and I think it's super helpful. So this goes over here. Let's go ahead and reassemble this. I'm going to fast forward through all of this so you don't have to listen. Okay, so I'm back. I dropped a screw and I was looking for it, and the joy of doing something like that live, you can become an idiot and lose it. So I gotta do a little hunting afterwards, and I didn't want this video to last forever, so I was gonna wrap up. Basically, you can swap out the scales. It can be on both sides. You can get this scale over on the other side, and it can just work just like that. So I think that's kind of cool. If you have any comments or questions about that, please let me know in the comments below. Love to hear your thoughts and your ideas on that. And if you have any questions, please feel free. And again, I appreciate you guys watching my videos and watching this review of the Corgi. I think it's a pretty decent knife for what it does. It's not one of my favorite designs, and but it's definitely a good knife for what it intends to do and its purpose, right? It's not a knife that I would buy for any of my purposes, but if you want to carry something casual, something kind of nice, looking very discreet, this is definitely a great knife, and I'll recommend that part. So that's my review on this one. I think it's a nice little knife. this is one of those knives that I will likely probably be a giveaway at some point down the road. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. I do like it, so if you enjoyed this video, would you please consider hitting the like button? And if you've already hit the like button, maybe hit the subscribe button. And if you've already hit the subscribe button, maybe hit the notification button. That way you can be notified of upcoming videos. That sure helps me to know that the content I provide is of value, helps me to produce more. And if you like this, maybe check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. That's robs_nerdy_knives. Hey, thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.